Mom's horror as tornado forms before her eyes and tears town apart. Jasmine Jordan watched in horror as a tornado formed before her eyes and tore through the Tranauchi town of Rahatu on Tuesday morning. Jordan had been watching the lightning show with her two children, aged 6 and 8, when the dark clouds took a sinister turn. Then it looked like a rain front coming through, and then it just twisted right in front of us. There was a wall of water, and then I saw a kind of twist. The tornado was part of a storm which hit Tranauchi on Tuesday, significantly damaging 8 homes and destroying 3 of them in the coastal township. The strong winds and driving rain also closed roads, schools, the airport, and cut power to more than 12,000 properties. Roofs and iron were torn off houses and strewn through nearby paddocks. Trees were toppled and power poles brought down by the twister, and there were reports of a cowshed being blown away. Jordan said as soon as she saw the tornado, she and her children made a dash for their safe spot and hunkered down until the danger had passed. They knew exactly where to go. They were freaking out, but they handled it really well. The twister tore half of the roof off Jordan's house, buckled a roller door and damaged her car, but she wasn't concerned with her material possessions. No one has been hurt, which is amazing. That's the main thing, there is no loss of life. Another resident, Demi Bakuk, said she was woken up by a massive rumbling about 6:45 am. I looked out and there was a massive forked lightning storm happening. And it was just like I had never seen a sky like that before. It was like purple, like black and purple. She said as she was watching the storm through the window about 7:30 am. Everything went quiet. It got real bad and it just went dead silent. Real silent. A tornado just came up off the beach and through the paddocks. She said it destroyed everything in its path. The civil defense said people with damage to homes and property are advised to take photos of the damage and contact their insurance company. At 2:30 p.m. on Tuesday, there were still 4,360 properties in Tranauchi without power. With a severe weather forecast for the rest of the evening, it is likely a number of consumers will remain without power overnight. Met Service issued a severe wind warning for Tranauchi from 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Tuesday. Southerlies are expected to rise to severe gale, gusting to 120 km or more Tuesday afternoon through to Tuesday night. A heavy rain warning remains in place until 1 a.m. Wednesday, with heavy falls and isolated thunderstorms. An active trough is likely to be accompanied by squally thunderstorms, possibly bringing strong wind gusts and localized damaging tornadoes. Emergency services staff descended on the tiny town to assist locals affected by the tornado. Jason Crow, Fire and Emergency New Zealand Acting Assistant Area Commander for Taranaki, said brigades from Waikato and New Plymouth were helping out local firefighters. "We've been securing loose items, covering roofs, if it's safe to do so, and protecting people's property essentially, and making sure that the area is safe," Crow said. Waikato Fire Chief Jared McBride was part of the heavy presence of emergency services in Rehatu. He described the scene as total carnage. "Our crew is just knuckling down and heading to where we are sent and helping people secure roofs and doing whatever needs to be done." A welfare center has been set up at Rehatu School, which is caring for those who have been displaced by the storm. They will be assisted in finding accommodation overnight. Several roads near Apuna are blocked by fallen trees and power lines, a police media spokeswoman said. All flights in and out of the region before midday were cancelled and disruptions continued into the afternoon. The Met Service reported more than 6,000 lightning strikes hit the region between 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. Dipal Desai, the owner of the Rehatu Foursquare, watched as the roof of her business started lifting off not long after she lost power around 7:15 am on Tuesday morning. The roof had since came back down, but there was a beam coming through the ceiling and staff were working to mop up the water that was coming inside as a result. Despite this, Desai wasn't too stressed by the wild weather. "I'm always ready for a surprise," she said. "I'm lucky. Other people have suffered more damage than me." Now, the community are rallying together, and although Desai has her own business to care for, she's got tea, coffee and milk to offer members of the town and emergency workers. "I said just take it, I'm more than happy to help." Taranaki Civil Defence is assessing damage and helping people with damaged homes and property. South Taranaki District Council crews are helping clear debris after light flooding in Elf. Contra Farm Source Technical Sales Rep Mel Sorensen said the strong winds have begun to taper off. "It's quiet as now after the storm passed through," she said. Sorensen was commuting to work from New Plymouth Tilpnake when a tornado struck on Gariki Road, Warea. I was talking to a farmer and he said the wind just picked up, went through the house and then it all went quiet. Power is still out in Opunake, with lines down on Wiremu Road, she said. It would be a massive disruption to milking this morning for many farmers. They've had it really rough. Advice from Civil Defense? Strong winds are forecast for Taranaki later today. People can take precautions by putting your household emergency plan into action and check your getaway kit in case you have to leave in a hurry. Picking up any debris around your house that could become airborne. Putting rubbish bins, garden furniture and other loose items in the garage or indoors to prevent property damage. Bringing pets indoors. Move stock to shelter. Have to evacuate, take your pets with you. Closing windows, external and internal doors. Close all curtains to slow down any flying glass. Water supplies can be affected, so it is a good idea to store drinking water in containers and fill bathtubs and sinks with water. Once the strong winds arrive, stay away from windows and doors. Shelter in the middle of the house, preferably in an internal room such as a bathroom. Do not walk around outside or drive unless absolutely necessary. Listen to your local, state radio station names here, radio station for information. Power cuts are possible in severe weather. Unplug small appliances which may be affected by electrical power surges. If power is lost, unplug major appliances to reduce the power surge and possible damage when power is restored.